Right on, right on, right on. It is Monday in the Philippines. So I had one guy, he's moving here from South Carolina, God's country, and he had a couple questions. Well, one was, give us a normal day, in the Philippines. So I will tell you, Philippines is like every place else. You have your ups and downs, you have your good days, you have your bad days, you have to go shopping, you have to sit in traffic, you have to stand in line, you have to wait in line. Getting ready to leave my compound here. I'm gonna head over to the boat so I can kind of give everybody a visualization of where I walk and where I live in the mornings. Of course, the roosters are going to give me some background vocals, but that's all right, because I'm still a guest in this country. So anyway, yeah, normal day. Even paradise gets boring at times. So this is my question for him and others out there. If you were retired and you could go back and be a kid again, and you had all that energy, and maybe money too. So say that's definitely, money doesn't make you happy. Money makes you comfortable. So that's my total pearls of wisdom there, is money makes you comfortable. So you still have to budget here, Food is relatively cheap. If you go out a lot and eat, yeah, you can burn up some cash real fast. So, but yeah, a normal day today. So anyway, my question, if you had all that, your youth, your money, your time, you didn't have to worry about business, you didn't have to have your brain cluttered with all these decisions first thing in the morning, what would you do? Mine used to be, I'd wake up in the morning when I was a kid, and I thought of, what can I do today that's fun? What can I do today that's fun, So now that is my philosophy here. Now I have the time, so sometimes it's riding, sometimes it is, I'll get on the motorcycle and just go, I'll get on the motorcycle and cruise around. Sometimes I got this dog here, man, he's tripping. Yeah, this is one of those moments, if you want to ask. So anyway, mine is riding. A lot of times here, I get, stressed. I got kids, I got a life, a wife, all that stuff, So yeah, I'll get on my bike and I just take off and go. I'll ride up in the mountains, I'll ride down towards Chateau, and because I'm such a high energy type person, a lot of times I got to burn through everything, so I burn through, if I get ticked off or something, if I get pissed off, I'll burn through it real quick, move on to something else. Like I say, life is too short, don't waste time. Wow, look at I think these are guavas, this fruit here. I'm gonna flip the camera around real quick. Yeah, look at these here, man. My kids, Elvis, he used to climb up in the tree when he was 4 years old here. And dude, he would just eat and eat and eat and eat these guavas. Outstanding. So see, here's my walk in the mornings. Here's my road. I'll kind of take you down the alleyway here, do a little philosophizing on the way in, because everybody's getting ready for school. So yeah, it does, you have your, so here what I do is I put all my energy into different things, because having 3 kids, you're always busy, Once they get off to school, then your day is, we're building the houses, so usually I go up to the houses and check on everybody. Sometimes we'll run half a day picking up materials, and I'm a go-getting type person. So, man, if they need it, it's there. If they need it ahead of time, especially, it's there. you know, and that's just me. That's just, you know, I'm a person of completion. I don't start what I can't finish. The old rule about God give me the strength to change the things I can, and knowledge or wisdom to accept the things that I can't. That don't apply to me a lot of times. So that's just the way I was born and raised. This is a new camera thing too, so my wife talked me into getting it. I usually just hold mine, so we'll see how this works out here. Let me get a little closer here. It's my bro Sardo cleaning, getting ready. Monday's here again, right here on the beach. Look at this, man. Absolutely outstanding. Slow tide. So I had someone also ask about some of my boats. This is one boat here I bought. I paid $700 for this. So it's roughly around 35,000 pesos, something like that, depending on the rate. I made the trailer myself because in the US we have a boat trailer. Because see, we got to either carry this thing to the beach, which is a long way in the sand, especially after a day of drinking and partying, and you know, you're tired from coming in on the boat. So yeah, the trailer works out really good. You just strap it down. This is about a 16 footer. It has an 18 horse Chinese motor in it. I think it's called a Sumu is what it is. I actually put some modifications. I put a starter on it. I did a 3/4 shaft on this thing. Put a bigger propeller on it or whatever, but it is really, really fast. It will fly. Oh my God. Who wants to come camp out tonight? Look at this. Woo! Another gorgeous sunrise. It's like God is awake. Good morning to all my special followers, subscribers, fan club, deeply disturbed individuals. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, people that love to have fun, people that know life is precious. It is a gift. As long as you got your health, you know, and your energy, man, you can do anything. Now this is my other boat, the Edward Van Halen. It has a 18 horse Honda engine put in it. Those are around $700 just for the engine. So I put a starter on it. So it's easy, man. You just hit the switch and you're ready to roll. All that yanking and pulling and stuff, as I stated before, that ain't me, man. You know, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know, costs a little extra. My uncle always had a saying. He said, son, it only costs a little extra to go first class. And he's absolutely right. You know, go ahead and pay the fee if you got it and do it, because you'll struggle sometimes with things that you try and do. And I've learned that about myself too. There's just some things I have to succumb to. So this is the way it is in life. See, I was voted, here we go, there we go. Bad hair day, man. We were swimming. We swam and swam and swam yesterday. So see, I was voted like most least likely to succeed in my class in school, and really didn't give a damn. You know, whenever they came to diagramming sentences in English class, I looked at the teacher and I said, hey, I'm out of here, man. And she's like, you need to learn this. And I was like, why? I'm like, I don't understand that. I said, I absolutely will not ever diagram a sentence in my life. I mean, dude, what am I going to be doing at the supermarket and go, oh my God, is that a noun? Is that a verb? Is that a pronoun? You know, You know, it's my thing in life is, you know, I learn what I need to learn and then I'm done. I'll do it obsessively. Like I used to raise horses. Well, I got my hands on every horse book I can, talked to every trainer, watched every movie, every video. You know, watched Man from Snowy River. Well, I had to have an Australian saddle just like he did, you know, so I did that to death, you know, and then one day woke up and said, you know, I'm ready to do something else. You know, I'm ready to do something else. So that's when we changed and started getting to exotic animals and stuff. And now it is a totally different plane here. You know, the biggest thing here is, you know, having fun, family time, quality time. You know, my vlogs are different, absolutely. You know, some days I may talk, some days I may sing, some days we may go exploring, some days we will, you know, do informal, you know, information and stuff like that. I don't want to be the typical vlogger, I guess because I'm not. You know, I don't want to do a lot of just steady over and over and over and over type stuff as far as, you know, information, because a lot of it, man, it's been done to death. If you have a specific question or something, just hit me up, man. You know, I'll help you as best as I can. But you know, I'm not the boring type person. I think life is way too damn short, you know, especially for me. Several years ago I had some medical issues that are now taken care of, you know, thank God, thank Jesus for that. And now it's like you get a second lease on life, you know. But yeah, the comment I had this morning about give us your normal day-to-day routine, I can give you, you know, some of that type stuff, but you know, everybody does that too. You know, I don't want to bore anybody with, you know, my channel. You know, I like keeping things happy and lively and funny, and you know, it's like you watch a Jim Carrey movie because he's funny. You know, you don't want to see the serious Jim Carrey. You know, I think he did one movie, and it was kind of dark. You know, and it just wasn't Jim Carrey because that wasn't what you were kind of looking for. You know, so mine's going to be super explosive, on the edge type content, you know, to where hopefully I'll keep everybody entertained. You know, I'm trying to do more music on here. For instance, last night I went to Local. It's a bar in Darwin, and that's right on the National Highway on the right before you get into Darwin. But I have a guitar player. Actually, we did 3 songs yesterday afternoon or whatever, and Google bounced me because I did not have enough memory. So of course I have to subscribe, you know, for extra memory. You know, that's the one thing. Everything's about the money, the peso, you know. Even when we were in Darwin, well, we went down there to go snorkeling, and they charged 50 pesos a pop, you know, for the kids and all, to go out there and go inside the buoys they have in the water. And I'm thinking, you know, dude, I don't get that, because number one, I mean, I can see about, you know, if it's raising money for, you know, the rebirth of the corals and stuff like that, but you know, in my opinion, it's all God's. This is God's beach, God's waters, you know, and all of a sudden man puts up a barrier and starts charging admission. You know, that's just the way things seem to be. You know, what happened to share and share alike? You know, being from the South, things always were different. I mean, I remember my grandmother told her back in the 40s, they used to have what they called a meat club in the neighborhood. So once a month, everybody would kill either a pig or a cow, and then they would spread all the meat around to all the families. And that's how they did things. You know, they, same thing with farming. You know, they would trade this for that. you know. So, but man, now, in my opinion, everybody tries to create their own sanctuary, their own reserve, their own place, and put a fence around it, and then say either charge admission or no trespassing, get the hell out. You know, that seems to be what I've observed so far, or whatever. You know, it's like, for instance, families in the U.S. and families here are a lot different. Here, families will totally stick together. I mean, I've seen my wife or whatever. You know, she'll go crawl up underneath her mom, and you know, she's 39 years old or whatever, just like she's a little tiny kid. You know, in the U.S., you can barely get a hug, you know, and I try and do that with my kids. I always go up and give them a hug. I love you, baby. You know, I love you, baby. You know, I want you to know that. You know, if you ever need to talk to me, you know, talk to me. I'm like, what, you know, what's wrong? You know, what's wrong? What's in your mind? You know, talk to me, baby. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. You know, so the lines of communication and all, America, in my opinion, and I'm not, you know, this is just my generalization, you know, I'm sure there's definitely some still good people, but I see family dinners and get-togethers are more about a comparison of what you make, what you drive, where you've been, you know, how much did that cost you, you know, and I am absolutely not that type person. I do not do things to keep up with the Joneses, you know, that ain't me at all, you know. I love to impress, you know, with crazy funny shit, you know. Entertaining, I love entertaining, you know. I mean, who wants to see, you know, it's like when you watched Iron Man, for people who watch the Marvel series. First Iron Man was outstanding. I think it was the second one to where Tony Stark, he was like a drunk or something, and you know, then he was like really sloppy, and then he lost his power, and you know, then in the end he came back and he was strong again. Well, see, nobody wants to see their heroes weak. You know, nobody wants to see their heroes going down, you know, the sad side of it, because see, those are the people that keep us motivated and keep us up. You know, I think even Jesus encouraged people. Jesus moved people's hearts and stuff. I didn't really, you know, and I may just be getting older and from my study of the Bible or whatever, but you know, I saw Jesus whenever, you know, he felt sorry for the people and stuff, but you never saw a weak side of Jesus. You know, think about it. You know, you never saw a weak side of Jesus, because Jesus, I don't think, ever exposed it. When he was in, the 40 days and 40 nights, he was out there and Satan was tempting him, and I'll give you the kingdoms of the earth if you'll fall down and give me one act of worship, you know, and even then Jesus never broke. So see, that's my philosophy on life too. I don't like to let my kids see me trip and fall, even though they have to know, you know, a lot of times, you know, you have to, especially like with rich people and stuff and kids who have everything and they're totally shielded and totally protected, you have to actually create obstacles for them to overcome, because life is cruel. I'm gonna tell you that now. Life will take a piece of you every day. You know, my kids now are growing into teenage years, and there's days they're on top of the world, and there's days they come in and, you know, my daughter would be bummed out or something. You know, I'm like, what's wrong? And I knew the world just took a hit. Just took a hit on her, you know. And so, you know, it's like it tries to start weakening you, you know. So you try not to, you know, you try and stay away from that. So that's what I said. That was most of my vlog today is about, you know, what I'll be doing on my channel. I mean, I'm getting ready to get some floats, and we got inner tubes for the boat and stuff. So, you know, we're gonna be out there filming the good side, you know. Check me out on my good side. You know, I want to make sure that Here goes the fisherman here. Yeah, check them out. So yeah, we want to make sure we got a positive channel. You know, one guy told me one time, he said, never let nothing negative into your life. Well, that is almost impossible to do. Because there were days to where I would try and I would say, no, I ain't nothing negative gonna get in today. But guess what? Boom! You know, it'll hit me broadside. And you know, I'm the worst at surprises, bad ones especially. I hate bad surprises, you know, because then it's like you're in a mini war. You know, you have to deal with it right on the spot. So it's not, you know, I told my wife, I said, it's like me being inside of a tornado a lot of times when, you know, shit hits the fan. And I'm in the middle and I can't see a way out. I know there's a way out, you know, and that's one philosophy that I carry with me is you will get through this. I promise you, this too will pass, you know. So that's something always to remember, you know, because like I say, I'm a high energy, on the edge type person. Uh-oh, homeboy's got some fish here. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's high action. Look at there, buddy. They are running the fish. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Heck yeah, these guys got it. Uh-oh, dude, this is serious. What, are they coming this way?
Yeah.
All right. Excitement for the day, buddy. We're getting some fish. Look at them, man. I guess they're running this way here. I mean, we see some wild stuff out here in the water. We see flying fish. Dude, it's crazy, man. It's flying fish that just jump out of the water and they skim across the top. It's baby swordfish. We saw a sea turtle the other day. I'm trying to still get my GoPro going. Uh-oh, everybody's coming in for the attack. Look at this. It's like Ted Nugent. When in doubt, I'll whip them out. Oh, there's the boat in the distance over there coming from Mindanao. God, the ships and stuff here are so beautiful, man. You know, as far as traveling and floating. Oh, here's my man. Good God, he's already way out there. Dadgum. I remember when we were in Dipolog. I'm gonna give you a little story back in 2004. Me and my wife were out riding on the motorcycle all day long, and we went down to a port in Dipolog City, which is great. It's got one of the longest boulevards out here, actually, just for a mental note here. If you get a chance, come to Dipolog. You know, you'll hear a lot of stories about Mindanao, not being safe, whatever, but Dipolog, and, you know, until you start hitting, you know, some real tricky regions or whatever, it's really cool. But Dipolog has one of the longest boulevards. And they're totally developing it. But anyway, get back to the story. We were out riding around on the motorcycle. We decided to go down to the beach for a Sunday afternoon swim. So we go down to the beach, and all of a sudden everybody's at the port over there just down in the water. And I'm like, what is going on, man? And we got down there, and all these fish, it's like thousands of fish are jumping up out of the water, and everybody's down there getting whatever they had, you know, rags, shirts, bags, anything, and grabbing fish. I actually took off my shirt and filled it completely with fish. I mean, to me, I thought it was like a miracle type thing, you know, because I was like, God, because we had just said, me and my wife said, God, it would be so nice to have some fish. And after that happened, I was like, you know what? I said, God heard us. God heard us, man, and we got some fish. I mean, it was like a miracle type thing to me, you know. And these are just my feelings and my, you know, like I say, I rely on my instincts and stuff. Damn, these old boys here is just pulling in. Look at the net. See if I can get over here for a little clarity. I wasn't gonna get wet this morning, but hey, looks like today is the day. Today is the day. I'm gonna bust a grape. I'm gonna bust a grape. My boat's kind of in the way, but they're pulling nets. Let's see if I can ooze over here on this side. Oozing around. Woo, yeah, I'm starting to feel that energy level of mine going up. Must be because of that tug now too big, man. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna try and zoom in here. Oh, look at the homeboys pulling in the nets. Pulling in the nets. My boy's already out there, man. He done swam all the way out there. They are styling and profiling, boy. That's a catch there, man. Could you imagine just living here and fishing every day? Diving. We have spear guns and stuff that we've already bought. I can tell you where to get those at, get them custom made. Any other questions you got to, where to live, you know, bank accounts, sending money. I can tell you several different ways. I did World Remit. It was, you know, that's a whole other video. I do Remitly, you know, I make sure I have 2 or 3 bank accounts in the US to pull from, just in case. I have backup, I have TransferWise. You can actually transfer it straight into your bank account. Oh, here we go. Look at there. That's your cruiser ship now. You want to go to Minden, dude, and these boats go everywhere. You can go to Mindanao, you can go to Cebu, you can go to Bohol, which I haven't been yet. I heard it is the bomb. So, yep, this old boy here, he's ready to watch. Yeah. Exercise. Fresh fish for all my Filipino friends down here. Let's go grilling some fish on the beach. I love all my Filipino subscribers and every other subscriber as well, but being here is a connection. I like the way sparkling earrings lay against your skin, oh so brown. And I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. Peaceful, easy feeling, man, by the Eagles. We're gonna start putting a lot of this to music, you know, doing a couple videos. I'm gonna try and do 2 videos a day if possible, depending on, you know, what plans, what comes up. I have so much to talk about, so I just touch on a lot of brief subjects. I'll go back and do a lot of intel stuff, more detailed stuff. That's called a fast cat there. But you can put your car on there. You know, they have a VIP, it's air conditioned, you know. I mean, I ain't gonna paint it as a picture of, you know, like the Love Boat from the 1970 series in the US, but, you know, it's nice, man. It's comfortable. It's, I forgot what the price is. I think it's like 500 or 600 pesos going from here to Mindanao, which takes about 3.5 to 4.5 hours, depending on the seas. Fast Cat's one of the fastest ones, though. They got bigger ships, but they're a little bit slower. Uh-oh, these guys here, it's like their own tribe now. Everybody's coming in. But yeah, I got a lot of content. And we're going to talk about love for sure. You know, falling in love in the Philippines, falling in love online. I will absolutely give you just a little preview of my personal experience and of others that I've seen. You know, I've been really lucky in love. But for my advice, if you meet her online, and this was the same advice I got from a guy who'd previously been here. My advice to anyone, if you meet her online, you know, you can fall in love with anybody online or through letters. If you write love letters, you can fall in love through letters and online. So here's the trick. You have to come here and spend time with her before you get married, before you have a long-term relationship, because you know, it's like everybody puts on their best appearance online. It's like when you first go out and meet somebody, they'll put on their best appearance. When you go to look for a job, you put on your best appearance. So spend time with them on the down low. You know, see what kind of moods they have. You know, see if they're attentive, you know, to you and you to her. You know, do you pay attention to her? Do you listen to what she talks about? You know, do you listen to her dreams? Do you sing to her? Do you bring her flowers? You know, I'm always been a hopeless romantic, you know, and emphasis on the hopeless part of it. You know, money never mattered to me. It was love, baby. It was love. If she loved me, I had all the power in the world. I felt like Samson and Delilah till, you know, she cut his hair, you know. But yeah, I think love is the power. Love can make you larger than life, but love can kill you in the same wisp of an instant, you know. There's been a saying before that love and hate are so closely related, and they can like flip-flop like a coin, you know, in a heartbeat, you know. So, man, the love is really, really, you know, complicated. There you go. There's my word. But yeah, just take your time, dude. Guys, girls, you know, take your time. You know, this is like a Philippine candy store sometimes, you know, and it's like, oh my God. So yeah, take your time, man. Companionship. Who's the one you want to spend time with when it's the rainy season, when it's cold days and it's nothing to do? You know, when there's nothing on TV, you know, what are we gonna do, baby? Come here, baby. Give me a kiss, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Love. My parents divorced when I was fairly young, you know, so the love disappeared. So I was searching. You know, I said, I will not be that way. I will not destroy my children's lives like they tried to do with ours. You know, now me and my mother, we never speak. She had never met her Filipino American grandchildren because she is not a good mom. And I've had everybody say, oh, you can forgive. Say, I have forgiven. But she just still don't come around. And that's why I think getting back to American, I don't think she actually ever wanted to be a mother. It's my thinking, you know. Maybe getting in a little deep here. I'm sure I'll get hammered on comments, but you know, hey man, sometimes it's just like that movie with Robert De Niro or whatever, when all the people were sitting in the psychologist waiting room or whatever, and the guy walks in and he looks at everybody and he's like, hey man, he said, what if this is as good as it gets? You know, and that's the way I've kind of learned about relationships. You know, you can fight, you can't make anybody do anything, you can't make nobody love you and all, but you know, if you fight for something and they're not fighting too, you know, sometimes you're wasting time. You know, sometimes it's better to, you know, just let it go. But I mean, you have to be able to fight. All right, looks like the fishermen guys are rolling. God, look at the water today. Man, look how clear it is. Once I get that GoPro going, man, it's gonna be dynamite. So yeah, it looks like I might have taken up enough of your time. So I'm gonna try and do a video later on. Everybody enjoy today, keep it real. All right, all right, all right.